If you're looking to increase your sales for your digital products, well then today I'm going to be sharing with you how you can drastically increase your sales so that you can start generating more revenue and doing more of what you love and creating that passive income. All right, let's go ahead and dive right in. Hey there, Corporate Misfits, Brittany Darrington here, and welcome to the Corporate Misfit Club channel, where we help female coaches, course creators, and digital product business owners to build a freedom-bound business, sharing their expertise, creating passive income, and creating automation. Now, before we dive into today's topic, where we're going to talk about how you can increase sales for your digital product, I want you to check out my free guide that I have for you that will help you to get started with creating digital products and being able to launch them. Also, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the thumbs up so you can be notified of some of our upcoming videos. Okay, let's talk about sales for digital products, because I know a lot of people create digital products, but they don't necessarily generate sales. So you might be creating an online course, you might have an ebook, workbook, planners, templates, all of that good stuff, but you're not seeing the sales that you want in your business. You're not generating that revenue. Maybe you're having a sale every now and then, but you're not getting consistency with what you're doing. The first thing I want you to look into is, are you afraid to sell? Now, I know this sounds like a silly question. You might be saying, no, I'm not afraid to sell. I love talking about my products. I want people to buy my products. But you might not be putting in the marketing efforts because you're afraid that if you send too many emails or if you talk about your product, that people might unsubscribe, or they might not follow you, or they might not want to learn more from you. So I want you to ask yourself, are you actually putting yourself out there to properly position yourself to sell? And if you're not, how can you start getting in front of your clients, continue having amazing relationship and conversation, but also introducing your products and talking more about how they can take action and buy it? One thing that I have found is that if you don't help your customers to go through the buyer's journey, then they might not take you up on the journey. So it's important for you to help your customers to see this is something that can create transformation, and then walk them through the process of becoming an actual customer, buying from you, helping them get to the other side. Now, one of the ways that I like to promote my products is through email, through YouTube, through live video on social media, through groups, all that good stuff, affiliates, and this is something that you can start doing. But I want you to ask yourself, if you're afraid, what is truly holding you back? Are you afraid that you might have rejection? Are you afraid that you might not have the sales that you thought you would when you send out an email or put yourself out there? In order for you to start seeing the passive income that you are looking for, where you are consistently generating revenue, it's important for you to put yourself out there and not be afraid to sell. Now, the second thing to help you increase your sales for your digital product is to diversify your actual products. So sometimes people sell only online courses, and that's the only digital product that they have. But there's some other things that you can do to help the people who might not be ready to take your online course or join your coaching program or your membership. Maybe you have a workbook that you can grab from your actual online course or some of your different programs or things that you might already have in place, and sell a workbook to help them to get started with the first step. Or maybe you can provide some ebooks or templates or things along those lines that can help your customers to get started. Now, one thing I have told my clients in the past, and something I tell them on an ongoing basis, don't make your only product this one high-end product. Have some other items and diversify your product so that then you can have some upsells and downsells, and also be able to sell to people who might not be ready to join some of your higher tier products. So diversify your products, because it will help your customers to be able to see some of the options and also make the best decision on what will work best for them at this point in time. Now, the third thing to help you increase your sales in your business is to properly communicate the value of your offer. Now, one thing I see happen more often than not, whenever someone is trying to share about their product, whatever type of digital product it may be, sometimes they just share about, okay, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get that, and you're gonna get this. You're gonna keep telling me about all these things I'm going to get. But that can sometimes be overwhelming from a customer standpoint. Instead, help me to see the transformation. Help me to see what my life will look like once I have this particular particular product? How will it change things for me? Now, one thing I like to do is I like to sell webinar templates to help people who are struggling with webinars to really be able to create their webinar slides, because that issue I used to face back in the day, and create their webinar slides so that they can quickly create their webinar. Now, one thing that I like to do, rather than just saying, hey, here's your webinar slides, here's 75 of them, here's all these amazing slides that can help you do this and do that. Instead, I help to paint the picture. What would your life look like if you could get on a webinar and it was properly laid out with your slides and you were able to generate 10, 15, or 20 people to your next program, or you're able to see $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 all come in from the one webinar that you have created? I help them to see what their life can look like and how they can be able to get past the hurdle and what they're facing currently, rather than just telling them about, you'll get this, you'll get that, you'll get this. So instead, I want you to think about how can you provide the value and help them to see what they are going to receive through this transformation, rather than just telling them exactly what they're getting based off of a list. Okay, corporate misfits, so there you have it. Go ahead and get started with increasing your sales with your digital product. Make sure that you really put yourself out there. Stop being afraid to sell, and make sure that you make time to diversify your products. If you can, create some workbooks or templates or downloadables or printables, things along those lines, whatever it may be, so that you can be able to provide a diverse option of products for your customers depending on where they're at in their journey. And last but not least, don't forget to communicate the value so that your customers can know why they want to actually take action and see the transformation. All right, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to download the guide that I have that will help you to get started with digital products. Hey there, corporate misfits. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. Go ahead and hit subscribe so you can be notified of some of our upcoming videos.